Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. I hope everything is wonderful, Rickey. I got your post, man. Say it ain't so. You know we're going to miss you in Dallas, but, of course, it's always home for you. Rickey, today's song, of course, is The Great. For every mountain you brought me over, for every trial you've seen me through, for every blessing, hallelujah, for this I give you praise. Listen, I love this song so much because it has in it the spirit of Sankofa. Sankofa means if you want to move forward, sometimes you've got to look back. And it gives you what Professor Gray Carr of Howard University calls the momentum of memory, where you were fueled by the faith that the dark past has taught us. To quote another song, I'm simply saying that every now and then you ought to have a rear view mirror faith. A rear view mirror faith. You see, you can't drive forward in this thing called life unless you have a rear view mirror, because it's knowing what is behind you that can give you the power to know what you can do in front of you. And so I'm simply saying, have a rear view faith where you look back and recall what God has already done. Have a rear view faith where you remember how God has come through, pull up before. And when God pulls up and shows up, God does for you what you can't even do for yourself. Have a rear view faith and just remember, if it had not been for God on our side, where would we be? So the good news is, in spite of what's happening to you and around you, there is a God who has already shown you behind you what God can do for you, that will make a way out of no way. And so I can't wait to hear this. Kurt Carr does it. For every mountain you brought me over, for every trial you've seen me through, for every blessing, hallelujah. Get your praise on because of what God has done, and then you can look forward to what God will do. Y'all have a great one.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Rickey. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 13 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. It's Tuesday, May 13th. Here's what's happening in the news. President Trump just dropped an executive order to bring U.S. drug prices down, way down. He wants Americans to pay what folks in Europe and Canada pay, not triple the cost. Trump says we've been footing the bill for the world's meds, and that stops now.
Basically, what we're doing is equalizing. There's a new word that I came up with, which I think is probably the best word. We're going to equalize, where we're all going to pay the same. We're going to pay what Europe's going to pay.
I feel like I've heard that word before, but I digress. He's calling this one one of the biggest moves of his presidency. Pope Leo just made history as the first American pope with Creole roots, and that's on his grandma's side, and a Haitian grandfather. But now the spotlight is shifting to his brother, Louis Prevost of Florida. He's gone viral for posting MAGA memes and launching vulgar attacks on Democrats, including calling Nancy Pelosi the C word. The Vatican hasn't responded, but online, folks are raising eyebrows over the Pope's family ties. Summer's pulling up early, y'all, and it's bringing the heat. We're talking record temps this week across the plains, the Southwest, and especially central and southern Texas. Parts of Texas could see 100 degrees or more starting today. The heat's also creeping into the Southeast and Florida as the week rolls on, so be sure to stay hydrated and maybe stay inside during the hottest part of the day if you can. For info on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Shot clock down to 7. Brunson drives, gets past Horford, stops, pulls up, two-pointer, got it!
Yep. Come on, baby. New York Knicks
beat the Boston Celtics again. They take a 3-1 lead. That was Jalen Brunson.
Oh, my God, that's over.
Jay Brunson had 39 points, man. Sad
and what's
lose.
his name got hurt?
Yeah, Jason Tatum, man, injured his leg, so he's probably going to be out the rest of the series. But Knicks are 1 game away from getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. It is what it is. Minnesota Timberwolves, they 1 game away. They up 3-1 over the Golden State Warriors. Of course, Steph Curry is hurt. And the Dallas Mavs, Rick, can you believe this? Now, we all got upset and bothered when Luka Doncic got traded
You
to
ain't
the
finna
Lakers.
say, what you finna say?
Dallas Mavs will have the number 1 overall pick in this year's NBA draft, and you know they
still ain't Luka.
They getting Cooper Flag though. Cooper Flag.
Who is that?
He got a Duke.
He's a bad.
He cold. He cold.
He ain't better than Luka.
He cold.
Man, get off these folks' radio with that mess this morning.
I ain't gonna give him Luka yet because he still
somebody unplugged that radio
He still
station.
got to perform in the league, but he cold. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, it is what it is.
I wouldn't give a damn if they'd bought that. Man, be quiet, bro. I thought you was finna say it's finna get. You like Jesus was coming.
Hey, man. Hey, real
quick.
quick.
Man, I got hell in me about that. Don't talk to me about that. I'm real sensitive about that.
Let's see what happens, dog. But Cooper Flag will be a Dallas Maverick unless something
the dude
crazy
that play wide
happens.
receiver for the Rams. Man, go on, man. You got to talk.
Nah, that's Cooper Krupp.
Yeah.
All right, man. We got
I got hell in me about that, Rod. I'm real sensitive about that. You shouldn't have brought it up. You should have waited till he got on the team and hit some points and did something. Start getting me going. Oh!
Hey, knowing the general manager, Nico Harris, he may mess that up too, but doggone it.
I'm sure he will.
We're going to see what happens, man. Brat, you got the hot spot coming up next.
I do, Rock T. A well-known celebrity got stabbed 14 times, and I'm going to tell you who it is up next in the hot spot
Brat?
on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat. Excuse me. And this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Tory Lanez has reportedly been rushed to the hospital after being stabbed 14 times while out on the prison yard. He was stabbed 2 times in the head, 7 times in the back, 1 in the face, and 4 in the torso. A post on his Instagram page said both of his lungs collapsed and he was placed on a breathing apparatus, but he is now breathing on his own. And despite being in pain, he's talking normally, and they say he's in good spirits. The incident happened yesterday morning at a California correctional institution. While the motivation for the attack is unclear, the report states that another inmate was the culprit, and the singer was immediately transported to a nearby hospital. Thankfully, the injury is said to be non-life-threatening, and as we all know, Tory is currently serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Meg Thee Stallion in 2020. So I'm
That's
glad.
crazy.
I'm glad he's okay, but you can't play with them people in prison. I don't know what happened, but it's better to just stay to yourself and don't be in there bragging. Don't be in there trying to be extra. Just do your time.
But they don't protect you?
No. You think
Not
you
on
got
the yard?
security?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Not
you're a
anywhere.
celebrity.
That
But it's
don't
You
matter.
got to be join the Nation of Islam or something.
Yeah, you an inmate.
That don't matter. You make it work the best way you can, but you try not to piss nobody off.
Really?
Absolutely. All right, y'all, moving on. During the opening statements of Diddy's sex trafficking trial that started yesterday, he was accused of brutally beating Cassie one night after discovering that she was allegedly having an affair with another man. Prosecutor Emily Johnson detailed that Diddy was kicking her in the back and flinging her around like a rag doll. In this particular incident, Johnson said in court, furious, he set out to find her. He said he would kill the man. However, Diddy did not find the man after breaking into his house. Johnson also claimed that as a result of allegedly discovering Cassie's affair, Diddy threatened to release videos of her having sex with male prostitutes. And let's keep his daughters lifted in prayer, y'all, because it was reported that they removed themselves. They left the courtroom once the male stripper testified about his sexual experiences with Cassie and Diddy. I heard it was some very horrendous things.
Oh yeah, I've been reading about it.
Horrendous.
It's a lot.
Yeah, he had somebody.
It's a lot.
Urinate in her mouth.
No.
It's a lot.
Yeah. It was a lot. All right, you know what? We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. Anybody got to pee?
No.
I do. I got to get some coffee and pee.
Oh, no.
All right,
no,
y'all.
no.
We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. Hit us up for them wake-up calls, y'all, at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU.
What it do, ladies and gentlemen? Rock Teasy for Sheezy in the building for another HBCU. We're going to always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Oh, we finished trucking down to Wilberforce University, established in 1856, home of the green and gold Bulldogs. Shout out to the Hounds of Sounds Marching Band. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students, Mr. Bill Powell. Attended Wilberforce University and played on the golf team before serving in World War II with the U.S. Army and Air Force. He was the first African American to design, construct, and own a professional golf course after being denied access into a golf club. That's what I'm talking about. He transformed a 78-acre dairy farm into a 9-hole golf course near East Canton, Ohio. He was inducted into the National Black Golf Hall of Fame. He received the highest honor bestowed by the Professional Golfers Association of America. Man, come on, Mr. Bill Powell, another proud HBCU alum of Wilberforce University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to share your HBCU story, follow us on Instagram and shoot us a DM at HBCU Know.
A man in his 20s went on social media to ask for advice after his roommate stole a piece of cake he'd baked and kept it in his fridge. Okay? So this roommate had a bad allergic reaction and called 911. They hit him with an EpiPen and he recovered. Apparently, he had a peanut allergy and didn't realize the cake that he stole included peanut butter. Now, this roommate who stole the cake is now trying to get him to pay his medical bills because he, quote, poisoned him. Now, naturally, a lot of people are telling him, no, don't pay it. You're not responsible, especially because they had a rule that they didn't share groceries, and they even had separate mini fridges. So, y'all, should the roommate who baked the cake offer to help with the medical expenses? What do y'all think?
That's easy. Absolutely not. You know what? In this life, everything is good until one person decides not to do what's right. In every single situation, it wouldn't be no conflict it would hardly be any conflict if everybody governed themselves accordingly. And and they say, Gary, in church, out of all you're getting, get an understanding. But once you get an understanding, you have to govern yourself according to the understanding. They had an agreement. You have a refrigerator, I have a refrigerator. These are my groceries, these are your groceries. And then when one person decides to go outside of the boundary and something happens, it starts to have a negative effect on the other person. It's wrong.
You know what I'll bet? I'll bet this ain't the first time he's been in that fridge, but karma got to him.
I'm sure.
Come on now.
And why you roommates anyway at this? Why? What's going on? Why you roommates? But they got separate refrigerators, so I don't think they're a couple.
Well,
they might be young.
Well, they're in their 20s, maybe early 20s.
They save money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you trying to save money, but yeah, man, I remember in college I used to have to lock my stuff up, man. Damn whole room smelling like Lagerfield. And he sit over there high as hell talking about he ain't been in there. That was my roommate Jimmy Lloyd.
You ain't got Lagerfield.
Huh? You said what, Rock?
I said you ain't got Lagerfield, so you knew it was him.
Yeah, damn well he ain't coming. I got hooked up when I went out to college. It's over there. I'm talking about a half a bottle just on there, smelling like Riches. Remember that department store, Riches?
Yes. Yes, it should be in Phipps.
Absolutely.
Before it was Macy's.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. So yeah, everybody's just supposed to do. Thou shalt not steal. I guess. I don't know.
Leave people's stuff alone.
Yeah. I bet he learned that day. Bet he wants to. He put peanut butter in everything in that refrigerator.
Right.
Okay.
On the handle.
Everything.
On the water rim, peanut butter. I have peanut butter.
Mechanics. Come here, let me smell it up your neck. Don't your booty be itching? You won't go nowhere with me smelling like that. You doing all this talking, but you still musty. Go take a shower for real. Oh, no, See, this how I know you didn't take no good shower, because the floor not wet. See, when you take showers, the floor be soaking wet. It's dry. Where's all the steam on the mirror? I know what the problem is, though. The problem is they don't make Tootsie no more. This is water. You probably didn't use none of this, did you? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Every day you just want to be stinking. You want to be stinking.
Yes, sir.
Don't your booty be itching?
Got one in my house.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Ricky, I cried Mother's Day, honey, when I saw this terrible, shocking story.
Say it again.
I cried, Ricky. Oh, my God, I cried, honey, when I saw this story, honey. Denise Bado, honey, when she was telling her side of the story, it brought tears to my eyes.
Who is she talking about?
Now, if y'all don't know who Denise Bado is, she's the beautiful plus-size model girlfriend to Lil Wayne. And Ricky, she cried.
And what did you say in the things? You abandoned me?
Yes, Ricky. Here's what Denise said. Oh, it was sad.
Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today and broke up with me on Mother's Day through text.
And she woke up acting up on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
She could have woke up acting up on Mother's Day. If you act up on Mother's Day, you got to get out on Mother's Day.
Exactly.
You should have waited till the Mother's Day was over. Went on and got your flowers and listened to Shirley Caesar all day on Mother's Day and act the fool the next day. He wouldn't have got thrown out on Mother's Day.
Yeah, well, I feel bad for her. So, y'all, let's continue.
Don't feel bad for her, because why is she asking for a lawyer?
Because, Brad, he threw her out. She needs to be compensated.
But we don't know why he put out.
Compensated. Everybody always want to get compensated. They broke up, damn it. That's it. It's over. Go ahead. Get the hell on you and your daughter, and y'all figure something else out. And he going to do something else with his life. Just because he got some money, why you want to be compensated?
Because you brought me. She said he took her from New York. She was doing the runway. She's a model.
Well, she should go back.
Oh, my God. Ricky, you would never do that to a woman.
I'm tired of this. It's so stupid. Everybody wants some money.
I got a plane ticket and a couple of consolation prizes.
Yeah.
Consolation prizes.
Some car tires.
What are these prizes? Do tell.
Tires. Rotti, no, they had to go out and get consolation prizes.
Couch, a love seat.
They covered it, the dog.
Well, yeah, I feel bad for Denise. So, y'all, let's continue praying, honey, and hope. And her daughter, I mean, she has a child.
She's not a child. I think that she look grown to me.
Well, yeah, but she is, but still, she's her daughter, though. So I'm sad.
I'm sure she made it when she wasn't with Lil Wayne, so she can figure it out.
Well, I can't do that. I would never do that to anybody, honey. On Mother's Day of all days. You know, that was her day. He was supposed to celebrate her. So
she ain't his mama, and she ain't got no kids with him.
Yeah, but anyway.
You don't know what happened, Gary. She might have did something. We don't know. He
might call her mama in the middle of the act, honey. Come on, mama. You know what type men do.
I hope it ain't like that. That wasn't sexy at all.
Oh, sorry. Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Shantae and Nelly's new reality series, y'all, is set to premiere on Peacock Network next month. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the series is titled Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together. Ashanti, which is going to premiere in June. Now, they're saying the series will focus on the R&B singer and the rapper's marriage and the birth, honey, of their first child after they were reunited. Now, they said, quote, can this unstoppable duo prove that their love truly can conquer all? And it's a fun-filled exploration of love's second chances, and everybody's excited about it. Now, they're saying Nelly 50 and Ashanti is 44. They said the Grammy, well, they were back in 20. They began dating, and then, you know, they broke up in 2013 after rumors of infidelity. But then they said they found their way back to each other, honey, in their arms, honey, at Ja Rule and Fat Joe's Versus battle in 2021. Now, the couple confirmed that they were back together, y'all, back in September of 2023. And the following April, they announced that they were engaged, y'all, and had a baby on the way. Later, they announced they had been secretly married, y'all. So, congratulations. I can't wait to watch this here series. I think it's going to be really interesting. I mean, because everybody's excited about it. You know, we just love Nelly and Ashanti. But I wonder why they put the name Nelly and Ashanti. Isn't Ashanti the biggest star?
Oh, Lord.
There you go.
Well, I mean, but I thought they used to put the bigger star name first and stuff. But anyway, I can't wait until June, honey, to watch this show because it's like it's going to be very exciting. And the couples have a son. His name is Kareem Kincaid Haynes, y'all, and he was born on July the 18th, 2024. So mark your calendars, honey, for June to watch this beautiful show with Ashanti and Nelly. Nelly and Ashanti. Ashanti.
I cannot wait. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited too, honey. I don't know what Peacock is on my TV, but we'll find it. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is 24 karat. On the high end, you say 24 karat, and on the low end, you say goldish brown. That's your color for today.
That's beautiful. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up calls. Get them at 866-9-RICKEY. Here we go.
Get it together. Come on. Wake it up.
Good morning. My name is LaShonda Brooks, calling from Crawford, Mississippi, and I want to wake up my husband, Samuel Brooks. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, this is Timothy Ivey from Boynton Beach, Florida. I would like to wake up my wife, Carlene, my nephew, Patrick, Terrell. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Tony. I'm calling from Sarasota. I want to wake up my beautiful wife, my twin boys, my beautiful daughter, and my whole family. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Julio from Daytona Beach. I want to wake up my son, Julius, and my niece, Valerie. Wake up, wake up.
Say Gainesville, wake up. Wake up. Meridian, wake up. Wake up. Greenwood, wake up. Come on. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. When you at Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Let's go. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brat.
You welcome, Rickey.
All right, y'all. We got a wardrobe malfunction on the air, and it's just a darn shame. These people give us this wonderful opportunity to be on these radio stations all over the country. When any member of this morning show would embarrass not only me as a person, the brand, the company.
Come on.
Mr. Liggins, Miss Kathy Hughes.
Not Miss Hughes.
All of the people that work really, really hard, Radio One, Urban One, and TV One, to make strides as we look into the hills from where the future relies. And walking through the mall, just being trapped. And, you don't have to read the newspaper. Hey, they had to get Rickey Smiley out of jail because he was drunk, or they had to drag him out of the strip club. He couldn't wake up in time to do the morning show. You don't hear nothing about Special K out here shooting and robbing old white people and flipping them out of wheelchairs. You don't hear nothing about Alfreda stealing clothes in the mall or stuff like that. Or Brat going in there cussing out old people that's sitting in Golden Corral trying to eat and stuff. And you don't hear about stuff like that.
Of course not.
And then Gary with the T. Gary with the T.
Gary with the T.
Sit up and talk about everybody's clothes on the morning show. Talk about my clothes. All the stuff that I wore. Even talked about my outfit that I wore on my Hulu special that's coming out May the 30th.
It's
Shameless
so
plug.
cute. It's so cute.
Shameless plug.
Plug it, dog.
You look so
Talked
cute
about
that
Rock
day.
T, and they having stunt wars in a high school gym. You said it. I'm gonna put it all out there.
Show hating.
But guess who don't like ugly? Huh?
Jesus.
God.
Jesus.
That's right.
Lord, know he talking about my clothes.
Phipps. You know he talked about the Nordstrom's rack and Special K clothes and stuff, and the way Shari lay his clothes out on the bed every morning before he come to work.
Yeah.
But God sit high and look low. And as you was walking through Phipps Plaza,
Hallelujah.
Gucci shoe came loose. Right there on the floor of Phipps Plaza. Not Lennox. Not Lennox. Phipps. That's the bougie plaza. But can't nobody afford to go. I don't go to Phipps.
Why you ain't go back to Gucci and get another one?
Exactly.
Well, this is the deal. First of all, let's be clear now, Ricky. It was raining.
And Alfreda, you wrong for filming it.
Yes,
go
you
ahead,
sure
girl.
did. It was raining. So, honey, I'm going to say it was raining, and that kind of moistened the shoe because, first of all, I hadn't worn it in a while.
It moistened it?
It moistened the shoe.
But it's a Gucci shoe. How much you pay for them Gucci slides?
I don't know. Probably about back in the day, because remember, too, now, those shoes were like 4 years old. I hadn't worn them in a while.
Right,
but they should still last though.
Yeah, so you're saying they dry rotted?
Thank you. They dry rot. It was raining, damn it, and the rain moistened the damn shoe. Because Alfreda's,
was AI.
No, we had just left from there. Me and Alfreda's had just Alfreda's, now tell it. We had just left out of Gucci. Me and Alfreda's had just left out the damn Gucci
shoes
store.
Were fine. My shoes were fine.
But when I walked in the store, honey, they were fine. And my sales guy talking about, well, Gary, you ought to get some more.
So what happened?
Like, no.
What told the damn shoe? For it to be a Gucci shoe.
It was right. It was old, and the thing dry rot, and the rain. But it was moist because I hadn't worn them in a while.
Okay, we get all that. Why would you walk past the Gucci store and not go in there and get you another?
No, we had just
got your video walking past the store.
Yeah, but we had already been in there. We went in there first. We looked.
They let you come in again,
and we walked out. But I wasn't. I mean, the shoe moistened, damn it.
Let's be honest.
You could have just went back and got you some more.
Well, I thought about it after we left, but I was hungry, damn it.
And you walked bare on that one foot.
I walked barefoot, honey, and
bare on the nasty floor.
Yeah, well, hey, I got in the car my thing.
Wait
up, Brad, wait.
People step on doo-doo.
I don't give a damn.
They step on everything, and your foot walked all.
Yeah, but the lady did text me, though. She said,
now
the lady texted me, she said, her mama said, Gary, I should have took off both of the shoes. She said, because her mama said, when you walk with one shoe on, you walking out family members out of your life.
It is bad luck.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
Walk with one shoe on?
Yeah, when you walk with one shoe on, you walk in family.
I need to do that all the time.
She said you walk in family.
Take mine off right now.
She said you walk in family members out of your life, though. But Ricky, the lady, at least, damn it, when we got to Nordstrom's, to the bistro, the lady got the stapler, and she tried to staple them back together for me.
It didn't work. But you walked right past the shoe department.
Yeah. That's offended to the mayor's office. That's offended to the animals at the Dallas Zoo. Yeah. Everybody was just offended. Just terrible. Agreed. Everybody was just upset.
But I don't know how that happened. I think Alfreda stepped on the back of my shoe.
No, it's because you walk hard and fast and slow all at the same time.
At the same time.
So we want everybody that's listening to the radio to keep Gary with the T lifted up in prayer. If you want to see the video, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com and you can see for yourself the embarrassment and the humiliation of what we have, the morning show is going through during this time of need. Yes, Gary.
The Hispanic guys passed by me and they're like, damn, man, what happened? I'm like, no, they did not.
Just gotta pick up everybody. Yo, man, just gotta pick up everybody, man.
Cash up, man. I saw your gig, man. What's up, man? Man, hit your boy. You done already paid off Savannah State University. I called down there and checked, and all your tuition and college loans and stuff is paid, man. You out here DJ in front of 1,000, man. Cash up your boy. Me and your boy Rock T over here, man. What?
Yeah, let us hold some, dog. Paul.
I still got paid back Georgia Tech. Savannah State paid off, but Georgia Tech I still got a big piece of change to pay them. So you know,
man, please.
Working.
Man, please. Man, we can't afford all white shirts. He got all white shirts, bro.
Oh, he got about 100 of them, bad.
Got 100 white shirts.
Crispy clean.
I buy them in packs of 10 from the flea market.
Yeah. Flea market don't sell those kind of white shirts. He got the white shirt where the sleeves so bad. He up in the DJ. Then he got a light shining on himself from where you put the needle on the record.
Yeah.
and got a fan up there with the wind blowing like Beyonce.
Yeah.
Let's boy hold something, man.
Man, yo, they must say you get about 20 million from Hulu. I need a loan for you.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, wait till my Hulu special. I'm gonna act real funny. I'm start coming in here with security and everything.
Locking all the doors.
Black Tony, where you at?
All right, Shady, let me tell you something what's going on right now. It's two things. What's happening right now. First of all, I'm in. Shady, I was in the car on my way to the radio station, but what happened? I had to turn around because I had pooted. I ain't gonna lie. I got on some brand new Levi's.
Dog, that ain't no good excuse.
Listen, Shady, I got on some Levi's. When last time you put on some Levi's 501 jeans?
It's been a minute. Since elementary school.
My grandma bought me some Levi 501s. They real thick, shouted, and when you pull in them, that stink don't come out. It just sit there. And I ain't want to come in the radio station like that. So I got back in the car,
And
then I realized I don't want to be a part of this. What y'all doing today right now? This is so disrespectful. It's I don't even want to bring it up, Shawty. But I can't believe y'all disrespect. Incon like you. What's an Alfred? You know what you mean when somebody is incarnate?
I have no idea.
You know what something mean when somebody incarnate?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Incarnate.
Stevie Wonder, Shawty, it's his birthday today. Y'all ain't saying
iconic. Iconic. Play some, Dave.
He an incarnate legend, Shawty.
Oh yeah.
And y'all ain't saying I ain't gonna be part of this and get fired. I know Miss Kathy Hughley don't know this. Y'all ain't even saying nothing. Man, I'm not finna be a part of this, Shawty. Her son, D.L. Hughley. Ain't now one of them.
That's not her son.
This is a lot going on right now. It's so
Daddy, turn. Daddy. What about ego, Black Tone? Yeah.
I've been listening to it all morning and crying. You know
which song is it? Which song is it?
Happy birthday song. You know that man blind. He can't see nobody. He don't even know it's his birthday. He can't see it.
That is not.
Is that an excuse not to come to work?
Yeah, because it's too disrespectful. I can't be a part of this. I don't want my name tagged to this.
Why'd you call him?
Stevie, what if he want to come to the radio station one day and he going to be like, hey, now one of y'all say happy birthday. And I can't be a part of this.
And it doesn't make much sense. Hey, ought to be a law against. There it is, Black Tony. Happy birthday to you. Black Tony.
Don't try to make up for it now. You done disrespected the incarnate.
Iconic. Iconic. There you go. Makes much sense. There you go, Black Tony. Ought to be a law against.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Let it out, dog. Go on, cry it out, dog.
It's Stevie Wonder's birthday and it's Dr. King Martin Luther's birthday.
Cry it out, dog.
Shout out to Stevie Wonder and Dr. King Martin Luther.
Dr. King Martin Luther. Cry it out, dog.
Spell orange. The fruit or the color? I'm asking a genuine question. What? Hold on. The fruit.
Nah, both.
Nah, spell the fruit.
Nah, bro, I don't even want to no more.
Spell
bro.
the fruit.
What?
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 6 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, his story is touching, and it brought tears to my eyes as well, honey. I just have all these sad stories to talk about this morning. But your frat brother, Ricky, Shaquille O'Neal, he's finally speaking out, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Shaquille O'Neal said that the biggest reality, honey, that he had to face, y'all, after splitting with his beautiful wife wasn't losing wealth, Ricky, or public prestige. He said it was more about the sharp personal sting of realizing, y'all, that he had lost a partner. Now, he said it was the silence, y'all, that hit the hardest. The absence of laughter in hallways, y'all, the missing footsteps of children in the kitchen, the stillness of a family house built to hold memories. Now, his beautiful wife, Ricky, was gone. His children were also, as they, were just not always present. It was Shaquille, y'all, by himself in this big house, and he knew that it was his own fault. He said, quote, I don't make excuses. He said, I know I messed up, and when I didn't have that, I was lost. He said, a 76,000 square foot mansion by yourself lost. No kids. Go to the gym, nobody playing in the gym. You go to the room, nobody's there. You start to feel it. He said, and as you're getting older and you hear Shaq ain't Shaq no more. He said by the time his divorce from Shawnee O'Neal Henderson was finalized in 2011, Shaq, honey, had already begun confronting the fallout of the life that he built, Ricky, and broken. At the time, the 38-year-old veteran was suiting, honey, up for the Boston Celtics, chasing one last playoff push, and was quietly unraveling. His role, y'all, on the Celtics was limited. He played only 37 games that season, Ricky, and because it was played by Achilles, and calf injuries, and he struggled to maintain.
Wait a minute, back up.
Achilles.
Achilles or Achilles?
Well, Achilles, whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm talking about.
Word of the week.
Achilles, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But Shaq's impact of men, he said, off the court, the weight of personal great Rickey broke him down heavier than any low double before. He said it wasn't about missing his children's brother, but also realizing his actions had chipped away at the very foundation of what he claimed to value. The mansion he built was stunning.
Oh,
he said,
God.
yes, but it reigned with absence. You know, Rickey, I love it when a man admit his faults, honey.
I feel
I
it.
love
I
it.
feel him on all of that. When the
He
laughter is
admitted.
gone, the kids are grown and stuff like that, and you just in a house by yourself.
This is a lesson, though, to most men, honey. Live up to your mistakes, honey. Apologize, honey. Say what you need to say, honey, because these women are not taking it. Then you get out in the press, honey, crying, honey, because they no longer home. You got the big mansions all by yourself and stuff. You can run all the tramps you want to run through, honey, but that tramp ain't that beautiful wife that you left or that left you. So let's continue to pray, honey. For
It's the
Shauna
same
and her
life. I don't
marriage.
care how much money you got. If you ain't got no love in the house, it ain't a house. Ain't a home. It's
no,
just
it's
a
not.
house.
It's
With
a
just
house,
you
honey.
in it back there watching ESPN and eating cookies through the night. It's just you.
Exactly.
But who's scratching your back? Huh?
Yeah.
Nah.
Who helping you?
Up against the wall.
Bruh, my wall. I got holes in my wall.
You sure damn do. The
a
cologne
coat
today,
hanger.
honey, is $24K. On the high end, you say $24K. And on the low end, just say go to Brian. You can follow me on social media at Gary WDTEA. Honey, yes.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and it's time to break the stigma, y'all. I talk about it in my book, y'all. If you really want to read a good book, make sure you read Sideshow, especially if you're dealing with grief. And I'm telling you, man, grief will mess with your mental health. And this morning, we got the pleasure of speaking with my good friend, family psychologist, the one and only Dr. Alduan Tartt. We're so happy to have you. Good morning, Dr. Tartt.
Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, man, happy to have you. And this is a big deal right here because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'm so glad that we're trying to break the stigma in the generational curse of not talking about mental health. And so breaking the stigma, let's start with that. What does that mean?
All right, so when we start thinking about asking for help, we look at it like it's a bad thing. When in reality, it's a great thing. In the Bible, it says, plans fail due to lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. So basically what that means is the more people you talk to, the better you feel and the smarter you get. So when you talk to someone about your emotions, your grief, your depression, you actually feel better. It doesn't go in your body, it comes out. So that's why we have so many headaches, stomach aches, gastrointestinal problems, is because we don't talk about our emotions. And Rickey, you know who's guilty of that? It's men.
Yeah.
Men are the ones that don't talk, and that's why we have worse mental health and physical health, because we don't let all this stress that we're carrying out. And we should. We deserve it.
Yeah, you've been in a relationship, you tell somebody what you got going on mentally, and they get mad at you and throw it in your face. That's why a lot of men stay silent. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Use it against you.
Hold on, Rickey. That's the negative thing. There are a lot of times, and the reality is most men actually trust their wives, their moms, their female best friends to be able to open up and have consolation. It's the single men who are dying sooner because they don't have that support. Every wife will tell you that her husband comes home and he feels comfortable. They have a good relationship, opening up about what's going on in his world. And that's why married men live longer, because they really do have a helpmate to be able to talk about how they feel. So I don't want to, I know that's real what you said, but I don't want to discount it because there's too much stuff in social media where men really are benefiting from having great women at home.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Thank you for making that correction.
Now, Dr. Tartt, I know we are in the social media age, right? And while there are a lot of benefits about being on social media, there's also a lot of negative effects with social media as well. What effect does social media have on mental health?
Woo, it's really bad, right? Matter of fact, this is why cell phones are being banned in schools, because they're finding that the average kid is lonely. So they're scrolling. They call it upping. They're scrolling. They're on TikTok, but this is the loneliest generation ever because they're not connecting. So we used to be in the cafeteria talking before school, after school. Now you see kids on their phones, and they're entertained, but once they get off, they feel depression because they don't know how to connect and talk to people.
Right.
That is so true.
So
Right.
true.
So let me ask you.
And that's why this is why we had the loneliest generation ever across the board.
Yeah.
You know, is that people want to connect, but they're on their phones and they're missing that sense of connection and warmth and connection to the community.
Mm-hmm. So, doctor, are mental disorders, are they caused by chemical imbalances or are they situational?
I mean, it's both. I mean, if you go through grief and you lose your mom or your brother, your sister, or God forbid, you know, a child, that's not necessarily a chemical imbalance. That's reactionary. Now, it can lead to chemical imbalances, but there are things that happen. Stress. I saw a study yesterday. 106,000 black women lost their jobs due to the decline in DEI in the current administration. That'll cause stress. But there are also things that we carry, like trauma, like anxiety, like depression, bipolar, that do run in families that can affect us. So it's both.
Wow. So, Dr. Tartt, how can you tell if a friend, a child, or a partner might be struggling with mental health issues?
You know what? That's a great question, Gary, because a lot of times, especially men, they'll just say they're fine, all right? And women will often just keep going. So I wouldn't ask them if they're doing okay. That's really a bad question because we're just programmed to say, fine, great, blessed and highly favored. Instead, ask them, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with your life right now? And most people will say a 3, a 2, a 4, and then you can ask them why, and then they start opening up about what's going on in their life.
So, Dr. Tartt, I was always told, too, if a person asks you how you feeling, tell them fine, because if you tell them, girl, I'm not feeling well. Oh, girl, let me call you right back. They say because nobody want to hear anyway. So they say you might as well say you're fine and keep it moving.
Yeah, but where does that stress go? So it goes into you, so you can't sleep. Now your stomach's hurting. Now you're irritable. Now you're agitated because you really don't feel well. But if you find a trusting person, and that's the key to therapy, that's the key to a loving community, there are other people that they'll be total strangers, Gary, that will sit down and have a conversation with you longer than your family about what you're going through. So we just have to lean into really good people because you'll feel better being able to talk about it.
And Dr. Tartt, can I ask you, can I throw one in there?
Yes.
What about when mostly a lot of black men who feel like it's almost like a weakness to admit that you're not feeling okay and that you do feel like you want to get some things off your chest or talk to somebody?
I mean, well, you know, especially that's stoicism. I mean, because that's how we were raised. Show no emotion, be strong, right? And there are times in which you need that. If you call me a name, I can't cry. Right? But if I'm going through grief or anxiety or my career's not going well, I need to be able to open up. So it's really that, I call it being agile. You have to have different tools. See, if you can't be vulnerable, you can't succeed in relationships. See, if you can't feel your own emotions, how are you going to feel your wife? How are you going to feel your daughter? You can't. And that's where a lot of men have, in trying to protect themselves, they've gone too far because they've been traumatized, like Rickey was saying when they were vulnerable, and Gary was saying when they're vulnerable. But when you find the right people to be vulnerable to, you can succeed in relationships because people can feel you. And when you feel me, I feel better because I don't feel alone anymore. I don't feel trapped.
All right, y'all. We're going to be taking your calls up next. The one and only Dr. Alduan Tartt is on. We're talking about mental health this morning. Get out us 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. On to Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We're still talking about it. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. Dr. Tartt is here to break everything down. What does an overall mental health well-being look like to you? And what are some everyday practices that people can implement to support good mental health? And we're taking your phone calls right now. Get at us 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Yes. Can you give any insight to borderline personality disorder, please?
All right, when we start talking about borderline personality disorder, it's called an Axis 2 diagnosis. It's really about personality, and it's very, very serious. So someone has borderline personality disorder, they absolutely have to be in therapy. A lot of times it's characterized by really, really, really extreme displays for attention Sometimes they can be manipulative. It's a very, very, very serious condition. So if you know someone who has borderline personality disorder, we want to make sure that they're in therapy, because that's not something that can be treated on its own.
All right, you on with Dr. I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus. Dr. Tartt, good morning.
I want to know your take on ashwagandha and its use. A lot of people use it in place of traditional medicines, and I just want to know where you think it fits in the management of mental health.
Right, so ashwagandha is something that has two, I'm laughing because the second thing you're going to laugh about, but it has two benefits. All right, one is to calm you down. It helps relax you. It helps you to feel less anxious. It is not a substitute for, medication, but it is a good supplement if you want to get deep sleep and you want to be less anxious, but it also increases your libido. So be careful with taking the ashwagandha, because you might have some unexpected benefits that might be good for you and your partner. But a lot of people use it to calm down, to get a good, deep sleep. Another one to recommend if you really want good sleep is magnesium glycinate, right? A lot of people just have difficulty slowing down their minds at night, or the trauma of the day, or just really busy minds. Take magnesium glycinate so that you can not only go to sleep, but fall asleep. But consult your primary care physician, because it might interact with other medications that you're taking.
Yeah, that sleep is so important. I'm sleep at 7:30, 8 o'clock every single night. Try my best to sleep through the night. You on with Dr. Alduan Tartt. Good morning.
So I had a family member who husband just committed suicide yesterday. And so I'm just wanted to know, like, what kind of condolences can we offer a family member? And this is my second time dealing with someone directly close to me that has committed suicide, and I'm trying to understand my emotions. I have the anger, the disbelief, just I'm all over the place with my emotions. And how can I make sense of something like this?
Well, first of all, my heart goes out to you. I think anyone that just heard that had empathy for you, right? So the first step is going to be shock. You're not going to believe it happened, right? That is normal, because your brain is trying to brace, and it's not uncommon for people to forget that it happened or to be shocked because they put it to the back of their mind. So first thing you want to do is you want to talk to someone. You want to be able to let all of those emotions out. It's okay to be angry. It is not uncommon to be upset with the person who took their life because they didn't tell you, or they didn't reach out, or to even be upset with yourself for not being able to see the warning signs. But oftentimes it's very difficult. And linking it to what Rickey said, the number one risk factor for like suicide is actually sleep deprivation. It's not someone saying they want to hurt themselves. It's like when we're deprived of sleep for 3 to 6 months, that is a major, major indicator, because it negatively affects your mood. So my heart goes out to you. I want you to go to like Grief Share and be able to join a group and be able to talk about it with those who are caring, so that you can work through this. This is not a one-time session. This is something you're going to need for the next 6 months to a year and over time to be able to process your loss. And my prayers are with you.
Oh, man, we want to offer our condolences not only to you, to anybody out there that has suffered a loss. Dr. Tartt, if anybody want to get in touch with you or follow you on social media, how can they reach you?
Yeah, you can go to drtartt.com. That's DRTARTT.com. Or follow me on Instagram at DRTARTT. That's at DRTARTT. And that's why we need to talk about it, because when our emotions build up, it really attacks us from the inside. So men and women listening to that last story, please open up and reach out to someone, because people will feel you and they will help carry your grief, your anxiety, your depression, your loneliness with you, so that you can feel felt, you can feel heard and seen, and people can grieve with you like they care.
Dan, and Dr. Tartt, thank you so much for taking the time to come on with us this morning to talk about something that people need. People are out here suffering, burying loved ones, dealing with depression, and then got to deal with customer service and mix in with crazy driving and trying to be safe. It's a lot. It is a lot. And I can see why some people are going through some of the things that they're going through because they don't know how to process this stuff. Dr. Tartt, thank you always, and we look forward to talking to you again. Coming up, appreciate it one time for Dr. Alduan Tartt. That's right. Coming up, we got the Mix Up Stay in Your Head all day. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Alfreda, what you got this morning?
Well, Ricky, somebody said, I need advice and help for my nephew. He's 31 and about to get married in August. He lives in Houston, but he's from Atlanta. He's been with his fiance for almost 3 years. He has a 7-year-old son in Atlanta. He came home last week for a family celebration of his grandma's 90th birthday. He was here for 6 days, and of course, he visited with his son. And while at his ex's place, he made a really terrible mistake. He claims that after the boy went to sleep, she seduced him. He says he had not been with her in over 6 years. He says when he was leaving, she laughed and said, I knew you were not over me. Why are you marrying that girl? He said he is actually definitely over her. She's even got a baby with another guy who's now 2 years old. Now, he says he feels terrible and guilty, and now he's back home with his fiance. He's terrified that his baby mama might bust him out just to be vindictive. And he says the worst part of it is he didn't use protection. Ooh. So now that anxiety, he's having it every day about if she's going to, become pregnant. And I told him the best thing to do is to come clean with his fiance and beg for forgiveness. He said he doesn't know if he can do that because he doesn't want to lose her. So what do y'all think he should do?
Tell her right before she walked down the aisle.
She got the dress, all her family's there.
Right there. So look, let me tell you something right quick. I know it's bad luck to see the bride, but let me just tell you what I did, and I'm sorry. And then you think about it. You got 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
Because
tell her after the honeymoon.
Before your daddy walk over here to escort you down the aisle, what we doing?
5 minutes before the wedding.
Is there anything you need to tell me?
Right.
Kind of reverse that thing.
Yeah.
This got to be his auntie giving him advice because she said, "Come clean." No.
Oh, that's the guys. You're never gonna come clean. Men never come clean.
I don't like the idea of him lying, saying that he didn't really want to hurt her, or he didn't want to do it. If he didn't want to do it, why did he do it?
He didn't say he wanted to do it. He said she seduced him.
Yeah, you don't go over there. First of all,
that's right.
You have the kids dropped off. Let me tell y'all something. That's what Walmart and Target is for.
Thank you.
It ain't for just shopping.
Parking lot pimp.
It's where you exchange the kids at Walmart, Target, or Chick-fil-A.
Yep, public place.
Where it's safe. Yeah, or Publix, or Kroger.
Mm-hmm. And
even Winn-Dixie.
Yep. And Rick, here's another advice for young men. Don't let your baby mama know you getting married.
Oh.
She gonna come at you.
What you mean?
Oh, yeah.
To the
she
wedding
gonna try to
sexual?
sabotage it.
Send them damn pictures in the middle of the night. Make it feel so right. Make it feel real good. Lay your head back, side by side. Make your hand on the wood. Good. Tell me a little something that I really want to hear. Baby, have no fear. I'll be obliged to side back of the year. Yeah. So bring it over here.
Ball and G, baby.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Don't do it. Don't tell her. Don't tell her poot.
What if he doesn't tell her and the woman winds up pregnant? Then what?
Oh.
See, y'all forgetting about that.
You're going to be in a Dwayne Wade situation.
Yeah,
that's right, a break, baby.
But they were on a break.
Though.
That ain't even a break,
that
baby.
No break. He just
engagement, baby.
Right. That wasn't no break. They was still.
I'm talking about he made a mistake. Yeah, you bumped into her about 60 times.
Right.
Well, you should have got a plan B and went to Smoothie King and told her you was treating her to a smoothie the next day.
Yeah.
Plan B in there, slid it.
I'm not.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 24 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, May 13th. Here's what's happening in the news. At a SiriusXM town hall, Representative Jasmine Crockett called out what she sees as a quiet fear in the Democratic Party, that is, backing another woman or candidate of color for president.
It is this fear that the people within the party, within the primary system, will have about voting for a woman, because every time we voted for a woman, we've lost so far. And I think that that's a natural fear because we just want to win. So there's a lot of people that are like, you know what? Like, let's go find the safest white boy we can find.
She also hinted that donors may already be backing a specific white male contender for 2028.
Well, we should definitely have a conversation about that. We never said that I supported Kamala Harris, but the question becomes: will white men, liberal and conservative, white women, liberal and conservative, vote for a black woman? They won't. She don't even have to be black. They didn't vote for Hillary Clinton either.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people that are more sexist than racist.
That's right, and classist.
And I just don't see. Think that the United States will. I'm not saying that there's a lot of women, and Kamala Harris was definitely qualified, but will citizens of the United States vote for a woman, black or white, for president of the United States? And I just don't see it.
I don't either.
Because Hillary was a better candidate than Donald Trump, and so was Kamala Harris.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You look at their education, both attorneys, and had Hillary was in the Senate. I can go on and on, or whatever. But I understand what Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is saying. But it's just I just don't think that the element that people just won't go out and vote for somebody a female for president.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And I hate it.
True.
And I hate it.
Yeah, it's true. Speaking of President Trump, Ricky, he says he will accept a luxury Boeing 747 from Qatar's royal family. Guess he's going to use it as the new Air Force One, or at least a backup. He called it a great gesture, saying you don't turn down a free jet, but critics are questioning how free it really is. Democrats say a gift this massive needs congressional approval, and ethics watchdogs warn it could be a serious conflict of interest. Others raise concerns about future quid pro quo, questioning what Qatar might expect in return. Now, for the rest of us who can't afford a palace in the sky, there's always Mickey D's. McDonald's is hiring 375,000 people across the country this summer. The fast food giant has invested over $240 million in employee education and helped over 90,000 employees with tuition, English classes, and career training in the last 10 years. Now, even though U.S. sales dipped earlier this year at McDonald's, they say they're staying in growth mode with plans to open 900 new locations by 2027. So you know a kid or a grown-up that needs a job, there you go. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Shot clock down to 7. Brunson drives, gets past Horford, stops, pulls up, two-pointer, got it!
Got it. Jalen Brunson, that grown man. New York Knicks take a 3-1 lead over the champs, the Boston Celtics. Man, this is exciting for the Knicks fans. I know Spike Lee, all of them out there crunk, man. They 1 game away from getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. Sad news for the Celtics, though, man. Jason Tatum went down with an injured leg, so looks like he may not be able to finish out the series. Golden State is down 3-1 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dallas Mavericks, Rick Dog, just in case you've been up under a rock, they will have the number 1 pick in NBA draft. That means all this situation that went down with Luka Doncic being traded to the Lakers. They got the number 1. They had a 1.8%.
He ain't shot not one shot in the NBA. You don't know what he's gonna do, and I'm sure he don't have the experience that Luka had.
Let me tell you something, man. You talking about Cooper Flag, because that's going to be the first pick of the NBA draft.
Man, I don't care if they got Cooper Cup. I don't care if they got Amari Cooper.
Hey, Cooper
I don't
Flag.
care if they got Cooper that played with Magic Johnson. I don't care if they have Cooper, the singer, Michael Cooper. I don't care.
You don't care if they got Cooper tires on the car.
Cooper tires. I don't care.
And Cooper Flag can play a lot, though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm sure, but he ain't played in the NBA.
Boy, they
you don't know what they're going to do when they get to the NBA.
Nobody knows what they're going to do before they get to the NBA.
Traded off your best player, man. Man, he hurt everybody, man. You're going to have to go up and put Jesus on the team in order to make people feel better.
We're going to find out, dog.
Start having the games at the Potter's house or something. I don't know.
But
make
check
people
this out.
feel that we are down.
Let me tell you something, man. The Mavericks had a 1.8% chance to get the number 1 draft pick. How does that happen? I mean, it can happen, obviously, but now people are saying it was rigged. It was fixed. 1.8% chance to get the first pick, dog, and they got it. Ironically. So
can he? How tall is he?
Cooper Flag's like 6'6", 6'7". Oh, he can ball now. He can play. That dude can play. Now, is he
a black dude?
No, he white.
White dude. He ball like Luka. He better than Luka.
He's more athletic than Luka, but he can. Yeah.
What you mean when you say most athletic?
Luka knows how to use his body and get buckets by using his body. And he's a great shooter, of course.
Right.
Cooper Flagg is that, and he's athletic. Like, he's more agile, he's more shifty, he's more quick, he's faster on his feet. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by more athletic. And by
what
the way,
does Jay look like? What does Jay look like?
Oh, he can shoot that thing. No,
right.
He's a 3-level
We finna
scorer.
see.
He's a 3-level
We finna
scorer.
see.
Yes, sir.
We finance. We finna see.
There it is, man. Follow me on social media. Let's talk about it. At Rock T Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley, the morning show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Tory Lanez has reportedly been rushed to the hospital after being stabbed 14 times when he was on the prison yard. He was stabbed 2 times in the head, 7 times in the back, 1 in the face, and 4 in the body. Now, on his Instagram page, he posted, his Instagram page posted both of his lungs collapsed and he was placed on a breathing apparatus, but he is okay now. He's breathing on his own, and despite the pain that he's in, he's talking normally and in good spirits. This happened yesterday morning at the California Correctional Institution. While the motivation of the attack is unclear, the reports say that definitely another inmate was the culprit, and he was immediately transported to a nearby hospital. Thankfully, the injury was non-life-threatening. Tory is currently serving a 10-year sentence for shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the feet in 2020. So we glad that he's okay. Prison ain't no game, ain't no place to play around. Just stay to yourself and just mind your own business. I don't know what happened, but people get jealous. They might know he had some money, or they might ain't no telling. But after that happened, hopefully maybe he could get moved or something, cause man. But no matter where you go, you just have to be careful and always keep your eyes open. That is crazy. So
yeah.
All right, y'all, we're going to move on to this next story. T-Pain has given us some super rare footage of the exact moment in 2008 when he decided to rhyme mansion with Wisconsin for his hit song Can't Believe It featuring Lil Wayne. He'd be like, I'm in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin. And it was real popular. He posted the special moment on X. And in the video, he can be heard asking the engineer if that's how Wisconsin natives pronounce the name of the state as he tries to mimic their accent. Check this out.
I can put you in a log cabin somewhere in Aspen. Girl, it ain't nothing to the pain. I know what you asking for. Put you in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin. That's how they say it, ain't it? Wisconsin? Do they say Wisconsin? Do they say Wisconsin though? I think Wisconsin people say Wisconsin.
Love him.
Did he force it, or do y'all think do they say Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
No. Wisconsin. No, I don't think so.
Wisconsin.
But that's okay. That's what lyrical people do. Rappers, we do that all the time to make it rhyme. But it ended up being real, real catchy, and people loved it. They say it to this day. All right, y'all. Last but not least, Beyonce has just made history by setting the record for the biggest single venue engagement by a female artist in box score history with her Cowboy Carter tour. According to Billboard, B grossed $55.7 million and sold 217,000 tickets during her first 5 shows, y'all. Yes. At SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Billboard reports that every show was completely sold out, packed wall to wall, Gary. During her 3-hour performance, Beyonce captivated the crowd with a flawless
3 hours
of reimagined classics and new hits while serving fashion, choreography, Gary, and pure excellence.
Well, I'm believing what the press is saying. I think she's really trying to get away from Jay-Z, so that's why she's performing a lot and getting out the house and stuff.
Man, you will find the negative in anything.
Everything.
And I really believe, too, that Jay-Z may have bought those tickets out, too, because, to make
Gary, come on.
Ricky, but
That's
wherever there's a little
bro.
smoke, there's some fire on her, I'm telling you.
That's a stretch.
And Miss Tina putting it all out in her book, baby. Keep reading Miss Tina's book, honey. She's going to tell y'all more, honey.
No,
That's a stretch, bro.
He's there every time to support his wife with their whole family.
They in love and they ain't going nowhere.
And while we are on there, honey, have y'all seen the latest press, honey, with poor little Rumi, honey? How you remember the first day Rumi came out, baby? This girl was waving at everybody like she was in the parade. The next show she came out.
You ain't finna get
We're
us.
not gonna
have
talk
us
about
missing.
nobody's kids.
We ain't finna come up missing.
Well, she didn't come out waving, baby.
She did. She
All
actually did
kids
still
wave.
wave. She do
Damn
still
right,
wave.
Both wave.
She do still wave, and she do
Man,
still get excited.
They
And we
say-
love seeing Rumi.
They say Rumi had a
So
moment
cute.
day one, but baby day two, they said,
No, she still waves.
You're
She still waves. Yes.
Are y'all talk about that on Dish Nation?
Did we? Yeah.
Boy, they gonna put y'all off. Let me call. Let me make a
Gary,
phone call.
don't talk about nobody's kids.
That's
we
not
love,
a kid.
We love. She is their child. We
No, I'm
love
not talking about it. I'm
Rumi.
just saying how this don't make no sense. They should
She
let
just
Rumi wave
excited,
and be
girl, the
who
first
she is.
time
She
on
still
stage.
waves. She
Blue
still
Ivy
waves.
used to go out on stage.
She still gets excited.
Dig it up, baby. Go in the press and see, honey, baby.
We don't care about what they say. She still brings her kids out, and she loves it. And they love their mommy, and she hugs Beyonce so tight. And it's such a touching moment for the audience.
Brad,
For all of
Brad,
us
don't
to
try to
see.
explain nothing to him.
That was day one, baby. Day two.
We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. We love everybody's children. Children are beautiful gifts to the world.
Yes, they are.
For more
Brad, get off,
information,
Brad. Get off
for
the
more
radio. Go to
information on
commercial.
these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com.
Yes, Lord.
Coming up next, we got the White Stone with the Praise
Yes,
Mix
Lord.
Down.
Brad.
The time now is
You heard it,
24
Brad.
minutes before the top of the hour.
Brad.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Brad.
What?